Hi, this is Becky Ivins, and I've been selling real estate for 40 years. Our team of highly trained professionals, along with our solid marketing plan, has sold thousands and thousands of homes over Central Oklahoma. This is how we do it. So what type of follow-up system should you use when a lead comes in? Let's talk about first a buyer lead. You've got to determine if it's a buyer to know how to follow up. So you have to ask the right questions. You need 6 questions answered to determine if it's a buyer. First question is, which location are they looking in? Secondly, you need to know the price that they're looking in. Then you need to know how motivated they are. You need to know whether or not they're working with a different agent, and you need to know whether or not they need a mortgage. The last thing you need to know, are they serious enough to meet with you to go over the home buying process and set an appointment to do so? If they will meet you in your office and go over the home buying process, you probably have a good buyer. Now, they may not be a buyer right then because they might need certain things to happen. In my case, actually, I've kind of studied the market locally, and then I've talked with Dave Ramsey, and Dave says that most folks that inquire about a property are an average of 11 months away from actually purchasing a property. So follow-up is crucial. In my situation, I track every lead that comes into my office, so I know that half of my leads, and it ranges from 48 to 52% every year, half of my leads come from immediate calls off signs or websites or any other advertising messages that I have. The other half come from our database where we have followed up with clients that called a year ago. So how do you follow up? Well, it's kind of like Grandpa used to say about voting. Vote early and often. That's the same thing about following up with leads. You follow up early, you follow up often. When you follow up with a lead, you have to offer them a value. They don't care whether or not you get another client. That's not their agenda. Their agenda is to be the hero of their story. They want to buy a house, and they just need someone to help them do that. So that's what you need to do, is to help them buy a house. Furnish information. Be sure they have the right tools. Be sure they know that how much they can buy for a certain amount of money. If the interest rate is going up in the market, be sure they are aware that their purchasing power is going down. If they are going to mortgage and the interest rate's going up and going up consistently, if it goes up 1%, that probably means they can buy a $10,000 less house if they wait till the interest rate continues to rise. So you have to be a competent person in real estate to be an effective person to follow up on your leads. I've often told my agents that it's my cross to bear, that I feel this overwhelming responsibility to help everybody that calls me that wants help. But do you know something? I've built a really good business doing that. If you sincerely want to help your client, you're going to provide them with the benefit of your expertise. You're going to ask your broker or your team leader for help when you need to, rather than just wing it. And you are going to have knowledge at your fingertips that's going to help that client through whatever situation they're in. Sometimes the hardest thing for people in real estate is to realize that the person in front of them that wants to be a buyer is not a buyer. They cannot buy for 2 or 3 years. So what do? Well, recently I had someone call that was like that. She said, I just filed bankruptcy, but I really want to buy a house. Well, now, you and I both know it takes 3 years from the discharge date on a bankruptcy to get a conforming mortgage. So she is going to be probably, I doubt her bankruptcy has even been confirmed. So she's probably 3.5 years out from buying a house. So do you convince her to buy a lease purchase? That's probably not in her best interest. But what you do is you say, something, I want you to visit my website frequently. I want to exchange emails with you while you build your credit. and let's walk side by side to get you into the buying position. This is not going to be immediate. It's going to take a while, but guess what? When you're ready, I'm going to be ready to serve you and to find you a house. So how do you follow up? You follow up with integrity. You offer a value to somebody that is not just a value to you, not what you think is important as an agent, but what is important to that client. You tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear, because everyone wants to hear, oh, I'm ready and I can buy the house of my dreams. Well, you can't buy the house of your dreams typically. I've always said, oh, I'll get you the house of your dreams. All you have to do is one thing. Double your budget and add $30,000. I'll get you exactly what you want. Most people are not in that position. So give them the information they need. Don't overwhelm them. Just feed them information constantly. And when I say constantly, for some people, constantly is going to be every 3 or 4 months or twice a year. Other people are going to be every 2 weeks. And as it gets closer to time for them to buy, your touches with them are going to be more frequently. So you need to stay in touch by email. You need to call them at least every 6 months and remind them who you are. By the way, never lose an opportunity to ask for a referral, even with leads that cannot buy right now. So a typical conversation that I'm going to have with a lead is, you know, we've been working on this now for 6 or 9 months to get you ready to purchase, and we know you can't purchase for another 1.5 years, but we're going to stick with you, and we're going to continue to have conversations with you and help you get to the buying point. But right now, by the way, who do you know that's ready to buy, that is looking for a house right now that I can help? Do you know anybody who's getting ready to put their house on the market? It would be my pleasure to provide them the same service I've been providing you. So follow up with your leads consistently with integrity, and follow up with them with purpose to help them get to their determined place. Help them buy a home. I do thank you for listening to my video blog. If you're looking for a team to call your home, I want you to give me a call. I'm at 722-3232. We service the central Oklahoma area, so it's 405-722-3232. Send me an email, Becky@BeckyIvins.com. You can always sign up for our script practicing that we do in-house. We usually do it Wednesdays and Thursdays, very small fee for that, and it'll prepare you to go on a powerful team. If you're looking for that powerful team, do consider giving us a call. I'm at 722-3232. This is Becky Ivins.